We got Giants at the Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. The question is, Phil loves this one. This is what he complained about earlier, this question here. Will Dak suffer the sophomore jinx?
Oh, my God.
Or will he build on his impressive rookie season? And he won Rookie of the Year, of course, last year. What do you think in that game?
I don't see Dak suffering at all. I think what they have offensive line-wise, what they have in Dez Bryant and those guys, that core, I think Cowboys pulled this one off on Sunday night.
Do you? I got the New York Giants. You know, you look at the receiving core, even though Brandon Marshall didn't catch a pass in the preseason from Eli Manning, but OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, and to me, there's just no way the Cowboys can dominate the Giants' defense to protect their defense. That's why I'm taking the Giants.
Evan Ingram, remember that name. He was a high draft choice for the Giants. Love that kid, and they're going to find special ways to get him the football. I'm thinking the Giants.
Ooh, here's a good one here. Seahawks at the Packers. Check this out. The question is, will Rodgers be the NFL's first $200 million quarterback? Seahawks at the Packers. Go ahead, Phil.
I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks going up to Green Bay. That's a tough thing to say, containing Aaron Rodgers. But I tell my defensive specialists now, Michael Bennett, Cliff Averill, Sheldon Richardson, Frank Clark, a couple high draft picks on a defensive front. If they can't corral Aaron Rodgers, then no team will. I'm taking Seattle.
And I know how you love safeties. How about those two safeties out there in Seattle, right? Good. You talk about guys communicating on the field. This is the defense you were talking about earlier in the segment. They communicate. They fly around. It's Russell Wilson. You know, I could see Green Bay getting off to a tough start this year because I'm still not sold in their defense. Now, they went and signed Aldon Smith. That's great. But I'm going to take Seattle on the road.
Yeah, if there was any time of the year to play Green Bay and Green Bay for Seattle, it would be this time of year. You know, you get Green Bay later in the year when it's snow outside and it's freezing cold. That's Green Bay. That's Aaron Rodgers' world. I take Seattle Seahawks.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers' world, now we all say it's the Patriots against everybody else. So you got the Chiefs at the Patriots. Does Kansas City have any chance?
Well, sure they have a chance. There's always a chance. They have a great defense. They got great pass rushers, and they can make plays, too. And Tyreek Hill now is going to be more involved in this game plan than ever before. As Bill Belichick pointed out this week, they'll figure out ways to get him the football. That's how dynamic this young wide receiver is. But the Patriots are loaded. Even without Edelman, you have Gronkowski is healthy. He's back in the mix here. Tom Brady will throw for over 300 yards, and they'll win by at least 2 touchdowns.
The matchups that New England can present to a defense, that's a problem. Now, let's see. We all know what is Bill Belichick going to do on the defensive side. He's going to take your best 2 players and take them away. That's guaranteed. So Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, somebody else is going to have to win the game besides those 2. Can Alex Smith do it by himself?
I would say this. I coached the Pro Bowl this past year. Tyreek Hill is the most athletic player I've ever seen in the National Football League. I'm serious. I've never seen that type of talent, that type of skill. Jump cut the way he does. He reminds you of Barry Sanders and Eric Metcalf.
Wow, that's a good mixture.
Man, listen, it's something very special. But I tell you, one key component that the Chiefs are going to have to figure out is how to get Eric Berry involved. Right. Because he sits in that high safety. Tom Brady's going to do everything underneath, and he'll be making tackles down the field. I'm going with the Patriots.
Quickly on this last one, I'm going to come to you first because you said you saw this guy in the offseason. He looks good. Beast mode, of course, now playing for the Raiders. Raiders at the Titans. What do you like?
Yeah, I saw Marshawn Lynch legs moving in the preseason game against the Rams, so I'm going to have to go with the Raiders.
Did you watch the Cowboys run over the Raiders?
I did.
Well, that's what the Titans are going to do to the Raiders defense.
Yeah, down there, first game of the year. You know, Marshawn Lynch does look like he's in shape, and I do worry about the Raiders defense. I think Tennessee beats them.
I got Tennessee as well.
Look at you guys.